recently I've been wanting to put up an author website for years, and it has seemed really daunting. And in one of the, I think the most recent ChatGPT demo, I saw that they were making websites. So I gave it a try. I just typed in what I wanted. And I guess a big barrier for me has been that I know exactly the format I want it to be in. And I've never been able to find a template that fit that format. So, I can't even imagine how many hours I've wasted going through WordPress templates or themes and, different possibilities on Canva and things like that, which are great. I had a friend who was putting up a website at sort of the same time I was doing this, and bing bam boom, he had a Canva website up in an hour, and it was gorgeous. It looked beautiful, but I couldn't find the things that I needed in a website. So I went to ChatGPT, and I it was pretty simple prompt. Make me an author website with a page for books, a page for podcasts, a page for courses. um, and I spent far more time gathering all the images I needed. So the jacket images for all my books, and a couple of headshots, and cover photos for my courses. I probably spent an hour and a half on that. And then with probably 4 or 5 rounds of prompting, I had exactly what I wanted in
No
terms of,
kidding.
yeah, in terms like HTML that I could upload. So the caveat is that it was not beautiful. Like, no matter no matter how I tried prompting it, make it in an Art Deco style, make it, you were a designer, make it more beautiful. No, it came out the same every time, no matter what style parameters I gave it. But the bones, the everything in the right place, the courses lined up in a row, and the buttons even, and just everything I physically wanted on the page was in the place I wanted it. And now I feel like I can go to a designer and say, make it attractive. This is exactly the format that I want. So it was very impressive.
So this is just raw HTML that it's putting out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And so you get the HTML, you can download it to your computer, and then, open it in your browser. It opens it locally, and you can click through and see how it all works. But it is interesting because with a number of AI projects, I've found that it does the thing I want it to do, but then there's still things I need to do to make it
Mm-hmm.
finished.
Right.
So, I still have to write all the text that goes on the website, and I keep putting that off because it's still a back burner project. So I haven't launched it because I still have to write all the copy. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
writer. I'm going to write the copy on my own website. I'm not going to let AI do it. So, I still have to do that work. But I got the bones of the website that I really wanted, and it would have been the biggest barrier.
Yeah, yeah. As someone who is in charge of her own website and has always designed it and got into the guts, using AI for that kind of like, I can't imagine doing it because I don't want to give up the tinkering and the control.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm the kind of person. I used to, in the early days of podcasting, I would code my own RSS feed, and, I've coded my own websites, back in the day. And then I used tools along the way, like Dreamweaver and things like
Mm,
that. But, oh, I just hadn't wanted to do it anymore. And this is a simple site,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like maybe 5 or 6 separate pages but with very specific elements on
Mm,
them.
mm.